Every person watching this video, I imagine, has had some amazing experiences in Pokemon, whether it's that first tough choice of picking your first starter Pokemon, stumbling upon your first elusive shiny, or conquering the game with a team of Pokemon you adored through your journey. Every person's Pokemon experience is different, and mine, like no others, has been packed with some amazing experiences, a lot of them documented here on YouTube. However, today I'm going to be going through the top 5 best storyline elements in Pokemon history, the best moments you encounter while playing the game normally, and as always, this is all completely opinion based. Please don't get angry with me if you think a different plot twist was better. Simply leave me a comment to let me know. Obviously this video is very spoiler heavy, so if you're playing through a Pokemon game for the first time and don't want anything to be spoiled, please don't get angry at me for spoiling anything after this warning, simply click away. Anyways, enough chit chat, let's jump straight in. Number 5. The ending of Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. Pokemon Black and White are known for being super storyline heavy, something that splits Pokemon fans to this very day, and I must say that I really enjoyed the games. There was something different and felt refreshing to me. To fill those in that are unfamiliar with the games without spoiling the game too much, Team Plasma are trying to rid the world of using Pokemon as tools for battling, and you run into the mysterious N multiple times through your adventure, and after defeating the Elite Four, instead of traditionally facing the champion, you're met with N and his leader Getis to do battle. You must capture the legendary Pokemon Reshiram or Zekrom and do battle with N first, and then battle Getis to once again end Team Plasma's attempted reign of terror. It's honestly hard explaining why I feel like this was so spectacular, as you need to play through the game yourself to experience all the twists and turns of the adventure. The battling of a legendary Pokemon after conquering the Elite Four, the defeating of the leaders of the criminal syndicates, with all this, it just makes it easily onto my list. Number 4. Heading into the Distortion World at Spear Pillar in Pokemon Platinum. In 2009, I spent the entirety of the first half of the year being so excited about Pokemon Platinum, after playing through Diamond and Pearl numerous times with a friend. The English release date came around and I immediately fell in love with the game again, even though it was pretty similar to the previous games I had played, until the events on Spear Pillar rolled around. This absolutely blew me away. The 3D animation that was unseen before this game, the build up of the story in the events preceding this, everything was so well timed, and the Distortion World itself, damn, it was like nothing we had ever seen before. Twists and turns and different camera perspectives, and heck, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't get a little confused, but it was an amazing experience. And then, at the end, you bring an end to Team Galactic's attempted reign of terror and capture yourself the Lord of the Underworld, Giratina. It was the first time Game Freak really broke the mold of a traditional Pokemon game, and is well worthy of number 4 on my personal list. Number 3. Finally being able to enter Cerulean Cave and take on Mewtwo in Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow and the remakes Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green. I really don't want to sound like a quote unquote Gen 1er with this list, but I do have a lot of nostalgia towards the earlier games in the Pokemon series. My entire childhood memories are swarmed with things I did in the Pokemon games. The first generation games are pretty short, but back then it felt like it took me years to finally beat the Elite Four and receive the capability of entering Cerulean Cave. Once you got in there, it was a confusing maze full of twists and turns, and little old me could not for the life of me figure out how to get to the end. But when I finally did, Mewtwo was there, the most powerful Pokemon at that point in the Pokemon life cycle. I honestly probably just threw a Master Ball, so that's where the epic storytelling ends, but back then it signaled the end of your Pokemon journey, and my lord was it amazing. For personal reasons, it makes it onto my list, though there's probably more amazing moments, this one just stands out to me. Number 2. The finale of Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow and the remakes Fire Red and Leaf Green, defeating your rival Blue in the game's champion battle. Through the entirety of your journey, your rival has absolutely mocked you, essentially claiming you're not even good enough to tie his shoelaces, constantly saying goodbye to you by referencing your smell, and he has just always been generally one huge jerk to you, thinking he's better than you. He's got to every location and landmark before you, even getting to the position of the Indigo League's champion before you, without you even knowing. You defeat the Elite Four and he's there, standing right in front of you. You've thought you've done the hard part, defeating the Elite Four, but it gets even harder. But fortunately, you've beaten him on numerous occasions before this fight, and you're more than good enough to do it again, and you defeat him. During your first playthrough while he has been in front of you the entire journey, this is still totally unexpected, and having one final battle to claim your dominance over him is just so rewarding and badass. Everyone feels connected to the first generation with moments like this, and it's no wonder. Number 1. The final battle against Red on the peak of Mount Silver in Pokemon Gold, Silver Crystal, and the remakes Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I think this is the cliche choice, the one that everyone would pick, and some people may get annoyed at me for being so predictable and for not being more creative. But this is one of the reasons why the second generation games are my favourite games ever. The whole game leads to one battle, a battle with the former champion of Kanto, on top of the tallest mountain with the highest leveled Pokemon. In the remakes, his Pokemon are even higher leveled. It's perhaps the most difficult battle in the entire series, more difficult than the battle against the game director, or Cynthia in Pokemon Black and White. And the scene that this battle sets is just nothing short of epic. And I hate using that word, but it's the one word, the only word that describes this battle. It's the one thing I always look forward to after training my Pokemon, and firmly, at least in my opinion, deserves the number 1 slot on my list. While there are more moments that are probably as equally deserving to make it onto my list, perhaps things like Rayquaza appearing in Pokemon Emerald, and perhaps even encountering the Red Gyarados at the Lake of Rage for the first time, this is my own personal list, and this is what brings back the best memories for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, 200 likes would be really appreciated for another top 10 on Sunday, and perhaps even the start of the new Let's Play going up on my channel tomorrow. And feel free to leave me a comment saying your personal favourite moments. Feel free to subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys then. Peace out!